It rose brick by brick on the corner of Fifth Avenue and 56th Street, a bold promise of elegance in a city forever chasing the next big thing. For nearly a century, Bonwit Teller wasn't just a department store, it was a destination, a ritual, a rite of passage for generations of stylish women who believed luxury wasn't loud, it was whispered in silk, cut on the bias, and delivered with a knowing smile. Bonwit Teller's roots trace back to the tail end of the 19th century, starting modestly on 6th Avenue and 18th Street in Manhattan's Ladies' Mile. Paul Bonwit, a German immigrant, opened a millinery shop that quickly evolved into something far more ambitious. After a brief stumble in the early days, Bonwit partnered with Edmund D. Teller in 1898, and from there the name Bonwit Teller was born, an elegant pairing that would soon be seen on shopping bags carried proudly through New York's most refined streets. From the beginning, Bonwit Teller was laser focused on one thing: women's fashion. While other retailers diversified with household goods or men's departments, Bonwit stayed in its lane, offering a curated selection of high end apparel. And not just any fashion, Bonwit Teller had a knack for spotting talent early. Long before Calvin Klein became a household name, he was dressing mannequins in Bonwit's display windows. Their locations moved with the tide of retail trends, from 23rd Street to 38th, and finally in 1930 to that iconic limestone building at 56th and 5th. The store took over the former Stewart and Company building just months after the stock market crashed. Bold timing? Maybe, but the timing didn't matter. The location was magic. The building itself was a paradox. The exterior, understated, stoic, but the entrance, a riot of Art Deco extravagance: platinum, bronze, hammered aluminum, glowing faience tiles. At night, the tinted glass glowed like a gem box. Step inside, and you were greeted by exotic woods, grand murals, and a hush that made you feel like you'd entered a sanctuary, not a store. By the 1960s, Bonwit Teller had expanded far beyond New York. Palm Beach, Boston, Chicago, Beverly Hills, but no matter the zip code, each store carried the same DNA: tailored elegance and a distinctly urban sophistication. It was the store you visited before a gala, a wedding, or just because the gloves in the window wouldn't stop calling your name. Behind the scenes, Bonwit Teller's corporate story was just as dynamic. Over the decades, Bonwit changed hands more than once, moving from the Hoving Corporation to Genesco, then to Allied Stores. And with each acquisition, something subtle shifted. The store that once set trends now followed them. The magic, while not gone, was flickering. Then came 1979. Donald Trump purchased the Fifth Avenue building for a cool $15 million. The plan? Tear it down. In its place, he envisioned Trump Tower. Preservationists begged him to save the building's now iconic bas relief sculptures: 15-foot stone panels of dancing veiled women, and the elaborate nickel-plated entry grille. Trump promised to donate them to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Instead, without warning, the sculptures were destroyed, jackhammered to rubble in the early morning hours. The grille disappeared. Trump, speaking through his fictional spokesperson John Barron, claimed the pieces lacked artistic merit. The Met begged to differ. So did pretty much every New Yorker who'd ever admired the building's facade. Bonwit Teller would return, briefly, inside Trump Tower, but it wasn't the same. The new space lacked the charm, the mystique, the weight of history. It felt like a copy made from memory, missing too many details. Through the late 80s and 90s, the brand limped along. New owners tried to resuscitate the magic, opening branches across the country. But the market had changed. Retail was shifting. By 2000, Bonwit Teller filed for bankruptcy. Its last store, a lonely outpost in Syracuse's Carousel Centre, went dark. Since then, there have been murmurs of revival, press releases full of hope. But Bonwit Teller, as it once was, is gone. And maybe that's okay. Some things are meant to live in the memory, in vintage photographs, and in the soft rustle of a silk gown worn once and never forgotten. Because Bonwit Teller wasn't just about fashion, it was about how it made you feel: elegant, noticed, timeless. And in that sense, maybe it never really left at all.